Vande Sembhumumapatim Suragurum Vande Jagatkaranam Vande Pannagabhushanam Sishidharam Vande Pasunam Patim Vande Surya Shashanka Vandinayanam Vande Mukunda Priyam Vande Bhaktajana Ashrayam Chavaradam Vande Bhaktajana Ashrayam Chavaradam Vande Shivam Shankaram. Friends, decision making is an art. It's not only an art, but it is also a science. It is not a physical science, it is yogic science. People who are trained in yoga, who are absorbed in yoga, who are immersed in yoga, who practice yoga, they alone can take right decision at the right time in a fruitful way. In life, we have to take appropriate decisions at the appropriate time. If right decision is not taken, consequences will be very miserable. Especially in career choice and in the marriage. If the right partner is not selected, life becomes a hell. If right career is not taken up, entire life will be a difficult one. So there are two major opportunities for men to take a decision. One is in the issue of marriage. The second is in the career choice. What are the steps to be taken? We have to be strong in our willpower, determining the capacity, firmness. Willpower has to be frequently strengthened. How are we to strengthen the willpower? Short-term goals and implementation of the procedures for the achievement of the short-term goals. Example, morning 4 o'clock I must wake up. It's a short-term goal. Come what may, whether there is electricity or not, whether there is water or not, whether there is rain or not, whether the alarm timepiece gives the bell or not, let me wake up at 4 o'clock. If frequently we are able to resort to strengthening the willpower, we become successful yogis. Not only practicing yoga in Mangal Mandir, we have to be decisive. Fix a small goal and try to follow it, implement it then and there. Many short-term goals. I don't smoke, come what may. I don't drink, come what may. Every Monday I go to the temple, come what may. These short-term decisions will contribute a lot to strengthen our willpower. Next, discriminating capacity. Mind or intellect should be trained to observe carefully, keenly, and it should develop that ability to discriminate right from the wrong, good from the bad, favorable from the unfavorable. Vichakshana Jnana. God has given that talent. We do have the judging capacity. We are not idiots. Even a small child knows how to judge. Child says, this uncle is good, that uncle is bad. Why is this uncle good? Because he gives me chocolate. Why is that uncle bad? Because he squeezes my cheeks. The child has the ability to observe. The child has the ability to discriminate. The child has ability to judge, and that is the work of the intellect. When the intellect is put to practice on the righteous lines of dharma, second stage of yoga we achieve. And the third one is absolute love, pure love. Not always should I be thinking of myself, I must be thinking of others. If I am a teacher, I must be thinking of my students always. How best can I present this thought for the ability of the students to understand? Wife thinks of the husband's welfare always. A Raja has to think of the welfare of the citizens always. If the mind is trained to love impartially, then the third stage is acquired. First, strengthen the willpower. 2, sharpen the intellect. 3, purify the love. Love is hidden in us. Intellect is hidden in us. Willpower is hidden in us. These 3 are only to be channelized, properly trained, and that is yogic practice. And then you will be in a position to decide rightly at the right time and implement it. Yogeshwara Sri Krishna, he is known for his crisis management. We do not know when the difficulties accost us, when the problems come to us, when the problems arise, when the tsunami comes, when the cyclone erupts, when there is an earthquake, we must be resourceful enough to take appropriate decision. And that is the quality of a good leader. That is the quality of a crisis manager. Let us not confine yoga only to the physical health. The country needs yogis as leaders. Country needs yogis as decision makers. Country needs loving top people to lead the country. Yoga is the need of the hour. We are corrupt for want of yoga. We are selfish because we don't practice yoga. We are behaving badly because we don't understand yoga. Yoga is the need of the hour. It has to be applied in every walk of life, in every field of study. It has wider connotations. It has greater applications. Sri Krishna is a cosmic leader. In the recent past, Swami Vivekananda has gone to the heights of a global prophet, and Jesus Christ has been able to be deified all because of their thought, which is nothing but the welfare of others. Sri Krishna has not thought of himself. He has always thought of Pandavas who are dharmic. Swami Vivekananda never thought of his welfare. He thought of the welfare of mankind. Jesus Christ, today's Holy Christmas, he has never thought of himself. He shed blood for the welfare of mankind. So yogi is one whose thoughts are always towards the welfare of the society. And Yogeshwara Sri Krishna. And such a person like Yogeshwara is the leader, is the rider, is the driver, Partha Sarathi. Sarathi is the person to pave the way, guide the way, lead the way, drive the vehicle of mankind. He takes the minds in the right direction. Partha is the man. Sarathi is the leader. Parthasarathi is Sri Krishna who leads our minds on welfare projects. And this Yogeshwara Sri Krishna is on the battlefield. Partha is behind. There is a fight between Pandavas and Kauravas. On the side of Kauravas, Ashwatthama has entered into a single combat with Partha. Ashwatthama has the precious nuclear weapons called Nagastra. It does not know the failure. It is always successful. And such highly powerful nuclear weapon was darted by Ashwatthama, and it is coming. It is aimed at the neck of Partha, Arjuna. Now, Sri Krishna is Yogeshwara with the reins of the horses in his hand. Very quickly he must take a decision to save Arjuna. His thoughts are concentrated on Arjuna. The opponent has darted the nuclear weapon. He must take a decision, implement it immediately. He is the crisis manager. There is a calamity. There is going to be a danger. And within a fraction of a second he decided, like the army general, like a powerful leader, he pulled the reins suddenly, and the horses were given the sudden break. They fell on their knees, and the chariot came down by about 8 to 9 inches. When the level has come down, when the horses are on their knees, when the chariot has fallen, the nuclear weapon which is aimed at the neck of Arjuna has hit the crown. The crown fell on the floor. Arjuna was saved. If Sri Krishna was not resourceful, if Sri Krishna could not take the decision in the split fraction of a second, Arjuna would have died. A great leader is one who is a yogi, who is capable of managing a crisis, averting the crisis, avoiding the danger. Very quickly, pros and cons, prospects and consequences. What are the prospects? What are the consequences if I marry this girl? What are the prospects and what are the consequences if I choose this career? A crisis manager has to think 100 times in less than a fraction of a second. Very quickly. Same Sri Krishna was again confronted with a problem on the battlefield. Narayanastra was darted. And it has come, it is known for its invincible nature. It is unconquerable. Nobody can defy it. Nobody can resist it. Everybody has to die, whoever has to face it. And Sri Krishna had to take a decision. When the Narayanastra is coming, he gave a call to all the Pandava armies, forces. Everybody fall flat, prostrate at the great Astra, fall flat and surrender. There is no question of standing. When the cyclone comes, when the heavy wind comes, nothing can resist it. You are only to surrender. Bhima came. Why should I surrender? He tried to stand stiff. Sri Krishna gave him a blow and asked him to fall, and he pushed him down to the earth. He was able to save the entire army simply because he was resourceful enough. The innermost thought of Krishna is welfare of the Pandavas. Mothers are resourceful. Leaders are resourceful. Teachers are resourceful if only they love the people whom they teach, whom they guide. In the Ramayana, there is a beautiful incident. Sita has already left the earth. Rama is ruling the kingdom Ayodhya. One day, he received a phone call from Yamadharmaraj. Ramji, yes, tomorrow morning, if you are free, I want to talk to you for about 15 minutes, 9 to 9:15 in the morning. Are you free, sir? Ram said, yes, tomorrow morning, 9 to 9:15, I shall give that slot to you. You are quite welcome, sir. Then Yamas made another appeal. Ramji, when we both are talking in your private chamber, nobody should disturb us. It's purely a private talk, a confidential conversation. Nobody should disturb us. Yama said, Okay, sir, absolutely no problem. When we both are seated and when we both are discussing, nobody will disturb us. Immediately Rama called Lakshman. My dear Lakshman, you are my faithful brother. I don't want to depend upon others. I depend upon you. Tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, Yama is coming. He will be with me for 15 minutes. During that time, you don't allow anybody inside. You stand at the gate. Yes, sir. Mr. Lakshman, if you allow anybody inside during those 15 minutes, do you know the punishment which I give you? I do not know, but you are very strict disciplinarian, you are merciless, you are very, very great. I am ready to receive any punishment, sir. Then Ram says, I will send you out of Ayodhya, I will banish you, I will drive you out if you do not obey me and if you allow anybody. Lakshmana said yes. He was standing at the gate, door as a sentinel. Yamadharmaraj came exactly at 9 o'clock. 9 to 9:15, they were both inside talking. What they talked, we do not know. Lakshmana was standing at the gate. 9:13, 2 minutes more. 13 minutes, nobody came. Lakshmana was safe. At the 13th minute, S-VYASA Maharshi came. Eyes were red, hair was coppery, pot-bellied, strong, robust, tall, emitting fire, spitting fire. He came and he was directly entering into the chamber of Ram. Lakshmana stopped. S-VYASA was very angry. You petty fellow, do you know whom you are stopping? Yes, sir. I know. You are the most ferocious sage, S-VYASA Maharshi. Even after knowing me, you are stopping me. How bold you are, how courageous. He was shouting like anything. 1 minute was over. 9:14. Lakshmana was somehow waiting. 1 more minute. Oh God, let him talk, let him wait. 9:14, 25 seconds over, and then S-VYASA said, Lakshman, if you don't allow me inside, do you know what will happen? The consequences? No, sir. I shall see to it the entire Ayodhya, all the people in Ayodhya are smashed, killed, destroyed. Everything will become ashes. 9:14, 50 seconds over. 10 more seconds. Now, Lakshmana is left to decide. If he allows S-VYASA, he will be banished. If he does not allow S-VYASA, people will be destroyed. And therefore, Lakshmana just closed the eyes. Sir, you can go in. 9:14, 59 seconds, like our red signal in Bangalore city. Before it comes to green, people are in a haste to rush, and S-VYASA entered. Yamadharmaraj was going out. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. They both are friends. They talked, and Ram came to see him off. Yamadharmaraj received S-VYASA Maharshi. He went in and talked. After 10 or 15 minutes of conversation, S-VYASA left. Ram called Lakshman. I asked you not to send anybody. Sir, you have allowed that man to enter into the chamber before it was 9:15 completely. Do you know the punishment? Yes, sir. Get out. Yes, sir. Why did you do it? Sir, I was in a dilemma. If I allow S-VYASA Maharshi, I will be sent out. If I don't allow S-VYASA Maharshi, people will die. I am concerned about the society. I don't want my welfare. For the sake of my safety, I cannot destroy Ayodhya. Doesn't matter, even if I am destroyed, I am killed, I am driven out. Let the people be prosperous. Only a yogi can think of the social welfare. Only a yogi can think of the public welfare. Only a yogi can think of the students' welfare, children's welfare, national welfare, and that great yogi is Swami Vivekananda. Earlier we had mythological characters and people like Jesus Christ. Let us develop that thought of welfare for the humanity. Swami Vivekananda says, they alone live who live for the welfare of others. The others are more dead than alive. Sarve jana sukhino bhavantu. Only India can make that wonderful prayer. Let us pray for the welfare of everybody on this happy occasion, on the great day of a great sage. Let's meditate on Sri Krishna.